Welcome back for another episode of Algebra 1. So let's take a gander. We have questions 10 to 11 that you were supposed to try to do on your own. I take that back. That would be 11 and 12. Cool. Okay, let's give them a go. So we're going to set up our equation. We already did this in a previous video. So we have the sum of two hikes, x being our first hike, y being our second hike. And we have the difference, also known as subtraction, of the same two hikes, and that was 3. We're using that addition method, or called vertical method, or the elimination method. Vertical means that they're nicely lined up. Our x's, our y's, and our regular numbers are equal signs as well. The addition method means that we're going to be adding going downwards in the hopes that something eliminates. Well, we can't hope. It has to eliminate. If it doesn't eliminate, we have to learn how to tweak the equation to make it work, okay? And we're not there yet. So let's take a gander at this guy. Instantly, I see that my y's will cancel, because if you have a yogurt, you take away the yogurt, you ain't got no yogurts. Or y, take away y, y's are gone. So I'm going to add it in my columns, just like you did, like place value columns in elementary school. We have 1x plus one more x is 2x. We have y take away y, y's are eliminated, because that's why it's called the elimination, right? And 9 plus that is 12. Now we have this baby equation that we're going to solve. Beautiful. And we get 6, which means that our first hike was 6 miles. Not too shabby, I can do that one. Now, I need a new marker. They're all dying on me. Now we need to find the answer to both unknowns, because remember we have an x and a y. So I need to plug this value into the original equation. You can pick whichever one you want. The subtraction equation will work too. I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm going to pick the top one because it's add. That makes it a little bit easier, not going to lie. And then I'm going to drop the answer of 6 in there and then solve. Bloop. Put your hand on the y. Do the opposite of 6, which is minus 6. Whatever we do to one side, we do it to the other. We know that our first hike was 6 miles, and our second hike was 3 miles. Cool, I hope you got that. If not, go back, make corrections, see where your error was, right? Math is making mistakes. That's how you learn. Engineers make mistakes. That's how they learn. Everyone makes mistakes. That's how you learn. So mistakes are where the learning takes place. I know it's kind of like, oh, but it hurts my feelings. I know. I don't want to make mistakes either, but that's part of learning. Don't judge yourself. You're still learning. It's okay. You're good. Now this is the impossible 122 miles. Psh, Miss Miller. So I lined them up nicely. Well, ish. They don't look that great. Okay. I lined them up. I can see that my y values will cancel or eliminate, so the addition method is going to work beautifully. Bloop. Now I need to line this up so that I can add 8, 2 more, that's 6. Woohoo! 2x equals 160. Let's go! And we're going to solve it. X equals 80. So that means hike number 1 was 80 miles. My legs would give up. Again, that's a lot of mileage. Now we're gonna plug in that 80 into one of the two originals. You pick the one that you want. I'm picking the addition one. And we're gonna drop in 80, bloop, right yonder. We're gonna do the opposite, opuesto. And the opposite would be 42 miles. Also an unreasonable amount of mileages. Unless I was riding a bike, maybe. That doesn't sound appealing either. Okay, so I think we're good. I think we finished all the hiking ones. Congrats. Now we're gonna do one of the other styles. And that one will require a little bit of tweaking because we don't have something that cancels right away, okay? So make sure that you get this style down. I consider it maybe one of the more milder versions. And now we're gonna flip to the front. We're gonna save this coffee question for last. So let's switch to the front.